Chapter 7.3, Triangle Inequalities. Okay, so this chapter is pretty simple. We got to start off with the triangle inequality theorem, which basically says that the sum of any two side lengths of a triangle is greater than the third side length. So when you add up any two sides of a triangle, it always has to be greater. The sum of those two sides has to be greater than the third side. La suma de el largo de dos lados de un triángulo siempre tiene que ser mayor que el largo del tercer lado. ¿Ok? Eso es este teorema que estamos usando para este capítulo. Cuando se suma cualquiera dos lados de un triángulo, la suma tiene que ser más grande que el tercer lado para todos los triángulos. Okay, so look at example 1. It says, use the triangle inequality theorem to tell whether a triangle can have sides with the given lengths. Okay, tenemos que chequear si es posible que un triángulo tenga tres lados con estos largos. Alright, so we got to check, can a triangle have three sides with these lengths for each of the three sides? So what you got to do is check every combination. Check every combination to see if when you add up the two sides, it's greater than the third side. Tenemos que chequear cada combinación posible para ver si la suma de los dos lados siempre va a ser más grande que el tercer lado. Alright, so look at the first one. 4 plus 8, is that greater than 10? Yes, it is, because 12 is greater than 10. Then they did the first side with the third side over here. 4 plus 10. Is 4 plus 10 greater than 8? Yes, 14 is greater than 8. And then they did the second number with the third number over here. Is 8 plus 10 greater than 4? Yes, it is. 18 is greater than 4. Okay? Así que chequearon primero el primer lado con el segundo lado para ver si es más grande que el tercer lado. Aquí hicieron el primer lado con el tercer lado para saber si es más grande que el segundo lado. Y aquí cogieron el segundo y el tercer lado y para ver si la suma es más grande que el primer lado. Y en cada combinación, sí, la suma de los dos lados es más grande que el tercer lado. All right, let's check this possibility here. This is the type of stuff that's going to be on your homework. Okay, so let me fill in the blank here. So since they have the 18 here, I'm going to check, is 7 plus 9 greater than 18? 7 plus 9 is 16. And no, that is wrong. All right, 16 is not greater than 18. So right there, I already know that this cannot be the three sides of a triangle because it didn't work for the first combination that I tried. Let me continue filling in the blank anyways. Okay, ya aquí puedo ver que esto no, la respuesta es que no, esto no puede ser los tres lados de un triángulo porque ya esta combinación no trabaja. La suma de 7 más 9 te da 16 y 16 no es más grande que 18. Así que esto no puede ser los lados de un triángulo. Pero déjame seguir chequeando. All right, so right here, since they have a 9 here, I'm going to put 7 plus 18. 7 plus 18 is 25. And yes, 25 is greater than 9. And over here, since they have the 9 there, it has to be, and I already used the 7 here, so it's got to be 9 plus 18 greater than 7. Yeah, 9 plus 18 is 27. 27 is greater than 7, yes. Okay, but because of this one, that's it. It cannot be a triangle. Por esta, ya, no puede ser un triángulo. All right, so there are the answers. And the conclusion is that not all three inequalities are true. So a triangle cannot have these three side lengths. Aquí dice que no, los tres inigualdades no son verdaderos. Entonces el triángulo no puede tener tres lados con este largo. All right, so same thing with these examples. La misma cosa aquí. All right, so I'm going to check every example, every combination. Estoy chequeando cada combinación. 12 plus 4, is that greater than 17? No. 12 plus 4 is 16. Esto no, 16 is not bigger than 17. 16, no. Let me put that. So the answer to this is no. 16 is not greater than 17, so these cannot be the lengths of a triangle. 16 no es más grande que 17, así que esto no puede ser los largos de un triángulo. Let's look at number 7. 24 plus 8, is that greater than 30? Yes. Let me do it this way. 8 plus 30, is that greater? 8 plus 30, is that greater than 24? Yes. And the last combination, 24 plus 30, is that greater than 8? Yes. So the answer is yes, this could be a triangle. Ok, sí puede ser un triángulo porque las tres combinaciones siempre te dan, la suma de las tres combinaciones posibles siempre te dan una suma más grande que el tercer lado. Alright, moving on. Alright, let me go through these quickly. So just in case anybody needs more examples, this is probably overdoing it, but whatever, just in case. Alright, so number 5, 10 plus 3, is that greater than 15? No, it is not. No. Okay, so that's it. Number 5 is no. Okay, el número 5 ya es no, porque con esta combinación se ve que 10 más 3 no es más grande que 15. Alright, let's look at number 6. El número 6, is 12 plus 4 greater than 15? Yes. Is 4 plus 15 greater than 12? Yes. And is 12 plus 15 greater than 4? Yes. Alright, so number 6 is yes, and número 6 is sí. Alright, number 7, is 9 plus 12 greater than 18? Yes. Is 12 plus 18 greater than 9? Yes. And is 9 plus 18 greater than 12? Yes. So number 7 is yes. As you can see, this is pretty easy. And number 8, is 29 plus 59 greater than 89? Great, I'm going to have to 60. 29 plus 59? No, it's not. Alright, 29 plus 59 question mark greater than 89? No, because when I add these up I get 88, and 88 is 88, I don't even know if that's the correct sign, but 88 is not greater than 89. Okay, so right there, that number 8 is no. Okay, número 8 es no porque la primera combinación que chequeé, 29 más 59 te da 88, y 88 no es más grande que 89, así que no puede ser un triángulo. Alright, right here, we're doing the same thing, but there's one more twist to it, which is the following. They want you to write all the possible values that this side could be. Okay, aquí es básicamente la misma cosa, pero tenemos que escribir todos los valores posibles que X puede ser. So the way you do it, I'll do one from scratch in a second, but you do the same thing where you write every possible combination. So X plus 10 has to be greater than 12. That's what they wrote here. And when you solve the inequality, X has to be greater than 2. Over here, they wrote X plus 12 has to be greater than this side, 10. And when you solve the inequality, you get X is greater than negative 2. And the last possibility is 10 plus 12 has to be greater than X, which is what they wrote here. And when you solve that inequality, you get X has to be less than 22. Now, when you combine all these answers, all right, look at it right here. X has to be greater than 2, and X has to be greater than negative 2. Well, this rule right here, if X is bigger than 2, that automatically means that it's bigger than all the numbers that are less than 2. So if X is greater than 2, it's also greater than negative 2. So with this rule, you're also stating what it says here. So you're only going to use this one. So you got to combine X is greater than 2 with X is less than 22. And that's what they did right here. I'll do another example in a second so you can see what I mean. Alright, if you didn't understand that. Ok, así que pusieron todas las combinaciones posibles. Primero, X más 10 tiene que ser más grande que 12. X más 12 tiene que ser más grande que 10. y 10 más 12 tiene que ser más grande que x. Cuando resuelvan cada una de las inequalidades, ¿okay? Nos dieron esta respuesta y lo tenemos que combinar en solamente una respuesta, que es lo que tenemos aquí. Como dice aquí que x es más grande que 2 y aquí dice que x tiene que ser más grande que negativo 2, la condición x más grande que 2 también quiere decir que x tiene que ser más grande que negativo 2, porque si x es más grande que 2, tiene que ser más grande que todos los números más pequeños que 2. Así que con simplemente solamente tenemos que usar esta condición, porque esta condición está incluido en esta condición. Y la combinación de x más grande que 2, pero x menos que 22, está escrito aquí. Déjame hacer otro ejemplo para que vean. All right, let's look at these examples. Again, this is on your homework. So look, I'm going to write every combination possible first, all right? I'm going to write every combination possible and solve those inequalities. Voy a escribir cada combinación posible y resolver esos inigualdades. All right, so for number 9, let me start with x plus 21 has to be greater than 14. Let me do that one. The other possibility is x plus 14 has to be greater than 21. And the last possibility is 21 plus 14 has to be greater than x. All right, now let me solve each one. Voy a resolver cada uno. In this one, when I subtract 21 from both sides, I'm going to get x has to be greater than negative 7. In this one, when I subtract 14, I'm going to get x has to be greater than positive 7. And in the last one, when I add these two numbers, I'm going to get, so always read it starting with the variable. X has to be less than 35. Siempre léenlo empezando con el variable. X es menos que 35. All right, now I'm going to combine it all into one answer. All right, so x, I'm going to put the x in the middle. Voy a poner el x en el medio. X is less than 35. That's what it says here. X is less than 35. Ok, lo que dice aquí lo escribí aquí, pero empezando con x. X es menos que 35. But it has to be bigger than 7 and bigger than negative 7. This condition, bigger than negative 7, is included in this one, because if x is bigger than 7, that means it's also bigger than 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2, etc. All right, so I'm only going to use this one. And write x is greater than 7. X is greater than 7. That's what this says. X is greater than 7. And that would be my answer. Okay, esta condición x más grande que negativo 7 ya está incluido en esta condición. Porque si x es más grande, si escribimos que x es más grande que 7, eso quiere decir que también tiene que ser más grande que 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, negativo 1, negativo 2, etc. Así que no es necesario incluir este, porque ya está incluido en esta condición. Combiné estas dos respuestas en esta respuesta. X es menos que 35, pero más grande que 7. ¿Ok? Se pone el X en el centro para que esté en el orden numérico. ¿Ok? X es más grande que 7. Es un número más grande que 7, pero menos que 35. All right, let's look at number 10. All right, so again, let me start by writing every possible combination. X plus 18 has to be greater than 9. X plus 9 has to be greater than 18. And the last one will be 18 plus 9 has to be greater than x. All right, now when I solve this one by subtracting by 18, I'm going to get negative 9. So x has to be greater than negative 9. Over here, when I subtract 9 from both sides, I'm going to get x has to be greater than positive 9. And over here, when I add this, I'm going to get 27. X has to be less than 27. X menos que 27. All right, now when I combine that, same thing. I don't have to use this one because it's included in this condition. So x is greater than 9, but less than 27. X is less than 27. X is greater than 9. X es menos que 27 y x es más grande que 9. Y esta condición está incluido en esta condición. Así que aquí está mi respuesta. All right, so there are the answers. Last one. This is the last slide, if I'm not mistaken. So on number nine, so I'm going to write all three possibilities. X plus 3 has to be greater than 8. X plus 8 has to be greater than 3. And 8 plus 3 has to be greater than x. All right, so in this one, you're going to get x equal greater than 5, x greater than 5. In this one, you're going to get x greater than negative 5. And in this one, you're going to get x less than 11. X menos que 11. I'm going to combine that in one answer. So x is less than 11, but greater than positive 5. There's my answer. Ahí está mi respuesta. Again, this condition is included in this condition. Esta condición está incluido en esta condición. Let's look at number 10. X plus 5 has to be greater than 12. X plus 12 has to be greater than 5. And 5 plus 12 has to be greater than x. Now subtract 5 from both sides. And I'm going to get x greater than 7. Over here, subtract 12 from both sides, and I'm going to get x greater than negative 7. And the last one, when I add those, I'll get 17. So x is less than 17. Combine them in one answer. So x is less than 17, but greater than positive 7. All right, and last one, number 11. Last one. And then there's going to be another lesson today after this one, okay? But on number 11, all right, same thing, except they're not giving us the triangle. So just write the same thing. 22.3 plus 27.6 has to be greater than x. X plus 22.3 has to be greater than 27.6. I got to work on not writing crooked like that. And x plus, I'm starting to notice that I do that a lot. X plus 27.6 has to be greater than 22.3. All right, so when I add these, all right, I'm going to get 49.9. Okay, when I subtract 22.3 from both sides, I'm going to get x is greater than 5.3. And over here, when I subtract 27.6 from both sides, it's going to be the same as this number, but negative. So x is greater than negative 5.3. Este lo hice rápido porque ya veo que va a ser lo mismo que que lo que me dio aquí, pero negativo. All right, now I combine them into one answer. So x is less than 49.9 and greater than 5.3. All right, so there's my answer. And that concludes this part of the lesson. You have this assignment in your student portal 7.3. Stay tuned for the next assignment, which is 8.2.